Welcome to Health Coach for Women. Intentional living for more happiness and fulfillment in your everyday life with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. Join Marsha as she shares her own personal wellness journey, as well as stories from our guests that will enlighten and inspire you to move towards better health and happiness. Now, here's your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker.
The best and most efficient pharmacy is within your own system. That's by Robert C. Peel. Welcome to another episode of Health Coach for Women, a podcast where we explore alternative and holistic solutions for better health and wellness. And I am your host, Marsha. Now, today I'll be discussing about building that immune system. Rebuilding your immune system after getting viral infections and things like that. If you're always sick all the time and you are really with your health as far as your immune system, that is what I'll be discussing today. But I started out with that quote, and I like that quote because it says the best and most efficient pharmacy is within your own system because the body can repair itself. So here's what I want to talk to you about. Also, before we get started, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and be sure to like this podcast at the end of the episode. I'd appreciate it. All right. So I want to talk to you specifically about recovering from those who recovered from or still recovering from the effects of COVID, right? For those who had COVID, I myself had COVID as well. And I made a speedy recovery. I did have some side effects, which I still get, and I'll go into all of those things in just a moment. But here's what I want to share. Now, we know that with COVID, of course, I don't want to keep harping on anything that may bring up some any old feelings of people who lost loved ones or anything like that. But I do want to discuss that there are long-term effects of COVID, right? And we know some of those. Some people still have problems. Some people still have, you have the long-term cough. There's a few of them, and I'm going to go over them. You have the long-term cough. You may still feel tired and fatigued, difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, along with maybe chest pain. You may have that heart palpitations, headaches, which that's one of the things that I get is headaches, the brain fog, with the memory, right? So I do still get dizziness, the headaches every now and then. I get headaches every now and then. And what else? The pins and needles in the feet, dizziness, you could feel lightheadedness, change in your smell or taste. I think I saw something on the television where I think it was a brief news broadcast, and the lady was crying because she was finally able to smell after months of from having COVID, after the effects of having COVID. So, of course, people can experience anxiety as well as depression, diarrhea and stomach pain. This is what they have here. According to the CDC, you could still experience that. I don't know. Joint and muscle pain. Yes, for sure. Joint and muscle pain, rash and changes in your menstrual cycle. So this is a list of some of the things here that the CDC has posted on their website as far as the long-term effects of people that you can experience after having the COVID infection. So with knowing that, what do we need to do from any viral infections, any type of infections? The only thing that we can do is to work on boosting our immune system, right? So we have to work on boosting that immune system. And how we do that is making changes, right? And so if that wasn't a wake-up call for you, for those who experienced loved ones getting COVID, it should have been a wake-up call for you as far as taking more charge and being actively involved in your health. And it should be of high priority, right? Because without our health, we have nothing. So we have nothing. So what are some of the things that we can do? So I'm going to go over a few of the things that we can do to discuss, and I'm also going to share with you certain supplements and things that you can take in order to help you boost your immune system. And so that way, if you get sick, you can recover faster, right? And this is some of the things. Of course, number one, eat a healthy, balanced diet, right? So fruits and vegetables, your whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats such as your avocado, right? Healthy fats such as your avocado. Of course, as always, you should be avoiding the processed foods, sugary drinks, and I say this all the time, so it's pretty redundant, right? Reduce your alcohol consumption. Alcohol contains sugar. You want to reduce that as well. Excessive alcohol consumption, lean proteins, right? And so for those of you who eat meat, the lean meats, salmon is very good for you. Organic meats, grass-fed meat. Your meat should be the animals, what they eat, we consume what they eat, right? Because we're eating what they eat. So you want to make sure that any meats that you consume, it should be pretty much organic and naturally fed grains, right? Not the GMO corn that they feed them. So eating a healthy diet is key, right? Including your vegetables, a lot of greens, right? A lot of fruits and vegetables, some good things. And I can talk about the list of it. Oranges, things that contain vitamin C, right? There's a host of vegetables, fruits and vegetables that you can choose from. Color your plate. I like to say color your plate, right? And the next thing is staying hydrated, right? Staying hydrated, drinking plenty of water, your herbal teas. And I talked about that before. And I even mentioned like your herbal teas, green tea, black tea, oolong tea, if I'm saying it even correctly, but there's different teas that you can take that is so good for you and healthy for you to take. So teas, in addition to your teas and staying hydrated with water, drinking plenty of water, you want to, even coconut water. Coconut water is very alkaline. You can drink coconut water. That's also good for you as well. And fresh juices to keep your body hydrated and flush out those toxins. Getting enough rest. That is so important, right? We need to get enough sleep because that's adequate for a healthy immune system, is to get enough rest. You should get about at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. This is what the experts say, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Some people can function with 6, but 7 to 8 hours of sleep is recommended. Another important one is to manage stress, right? And that's what I've been talking a lot about lately, is managing stress, because we know that stress is one of the main things, one of the main contributing factors to illness and disease is stress, right? Chronic stress. And so we need to find ways to do that. And finding ways to do that can be simply more with connecting with nature, being able to honor your nose, right? Honor your nose, meaning not to stretch yourself so thin to please others, right? If you're unable to do something, just let them know you're not able to do it, right? And so we have to be willing to say that, I'm not able to do it at the moment, or I'm not able to do it, and be okay with it and move on. And you don't owe anyone an explanation for why it's important for you to take care of your health, right? It's important. You need to manage your stress and take care of your health. Another one is exercising regularly. Now, I always talk about things that you find relaxing and comforting to you. So doing things that you like to do, such as reading your book, taking walks in nature, yoga, exercise, whatever it is that you practice that makes you feel alive and vibrant and makes you feel happy, you do those things. Deep breathing exercises, all of these things are beneficial. Exercising, right? I already mentioned that. Now, here's where I get into more of taking your natural remedies, such as garlic, ginger, turmeric, and honey. They all have immune boosting properties. So you want to incorporate them into your diet and try, and as well as the herbal supplements, right? But vitamin D, getting enough vitamin D is important because it plays a crucial role in the immune system function. And so spend some time in the sun, at least 15 minutes or so. Make sure you apply your sunscreen. But I wanted to share this with you on what they say about vitamin D. Okay, and vitamin D, here it is. Okay, so vitamin D increases cellular turnover and functionally restores skeletal muscle. And I always talk about when I was vitamin deficient and how it played a part in my mood, as well as spasms, joint pain, mood swings I mentioned already, a host of things that vitamin D, the lack of vitamin D can do, right? And so we want to have that. Now, I want to go over some supplements. Vitamin C, right? And so we can get these things in our orange juice, different fruits that we can consume. But if you're not someone who like to eat a lot of fruits and you just don't like it, or some people can't eat certain fruits. I know for some people, as you get older, certain things you can't eat, or if you're on certain medications, there's certain things that you may or may not, cannot have, right? And so your supplements is good for you, your vitamin C. And so we know that vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant, right? And anti-inflammatory, which strengthen our immune system cells. And so it helps rapidly when it comes to infection and when we are under stress. It speeds up wound healing and is great for your skin. Zinc, okay? Now these are all the things that I was taking prior to COVID, right? I always had my supplements that I take. Vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, a crucial trace mineral, right? And with zinc, right, it says it aids in fighting viruses, right? Protects us from free radical damage to our cells. And it has been shown to shorten the duration of a cold when given as a supplement. Now, another thing here, which I don't have on this list, is echinacea. Echinacea is very good for you, echinacea. And also, there is another one. Now, they also have here for supplements, curcumin, right? Which is found, is the main ingredient, which is found in the turmeric. I talk about turmeric all the time, right? Which helps with everything that you're trying to achieve when you want optimal health, as far as brain fog, helping with your boost with your memory, helping with brain health, as far as anti-inflammatory. It helps with inflammation. And if you take turmeric tea, you can make it with you can use the fresh root. You can have the fresh root of ginger as well as turmeric with it, some black pepper. You can make a tea from it and you can drink it, or you can buy the powder, or there's various ways you can do it. You can have the tea bag itself, the turmeric ginger tea, and you can still add a little bit of the powder. When I buy the tea, I still add my own powder, extra powder, and a little bit more black pepper, and I add it. And sometimes I may add some honey just for taste. I'll add honey. But these are what you can take. So all of those things that I mentioned are great for you when it comes to rebuilding your immune system. So when we look at our immune system, we look at what's down to the cellular level, right? And so when we look at the cellular level, we're looking at the cells, and each cell contains the mitochondria. So the mitochondria is the place where ATP is produced. It is the energy source of energy that we need for our bodies. Okay, now I want to talk about a few important things that you can take when it comes to cellular repair, right? And so how it works is when a person have different things that's going on, right? When there's different things going on in the body, the goal is not to treat all at one time. You want to target areas. You want to target specific places. You treat one area and then you go on to the next. Because then you're overloading and trying to do everything all at once instead of specifically targeting one specific area and then moving on to the next area. So that is what and how I work as far as when it comes to doing cellular repair. And that is by targeting the specific area in which you want to improve, whether it is if you're dealing with specific joint pain, whether you are looking to boost your immune system and do a gut repair or with what have you. All right. And so what I will discuss is supplements that helps with cellular repair. And glutathione. Now, glutathione, it's a naturally occurring antioxidant, and its role is for maintaining good health. Now, what it does is it does a host of things. It supports the immune system. It plays a crucial role in reducing inflammation. It protects against oxidative stress. Okay, it protects against that, right? And so in individuals with autoimmune conditions, the immune system mistakenly attacks its own body, right? The healthy cells. So causing inflammation and damage, okay? Causing damage to the cell. So glutathione may help reduce the severity of autoimmune systems and improve overall health. Now, when it comes to reducing the oxidative stress, right? So what that is, oxidative stress is an imbalance between the production of the free radicals, which we know is not good for us, right? The free radicals and the body's ability to neutralize them. So oxidative stress can contribute to inflammation and further damage, which we do not want. So which we do not want. And so the glutathione helps to reduce that. It improves detoxification, glutathione. It improves detoxification. And so it helps to remove the harmful toxins from the body, which contributes to the inflammation as well as the oxidative stress. And it enhances energy as well as mental clarity, right? It helps to enhance energy levels and improve mental clarity with autoimmune conditions because they often may struggle with fatigue, which can further reduce their ability to participate in daily activities. And so there is IV glutathione, which they say is safe and non-invasive treatment. You can take pills. Of course, you will want to speak to your primary physician regarding your own individual situation. Okay. And it makes a convenient option if you do the IV therapy who wants to manage their autoimmune condition without having to take time off work and other responsibilities. So glutathione has numerous benefits that I've mentioned to you. There is also more. that I'm going to cover. Coenzyme Q10. Okay, so coenzyme Q10, that is another antioxidant that your body produces naturally. Okay, and your cells use it for growth and maintenance. Okay, there is a study now, which they found that as we age, our CoQ10 deficiency is not only decreased, but ATP production also increased in electron loss, causing oxidative damage. So coenzyme Q10 is another good supplement you can take. Now, the next one is B vitamins, and you should all be taking your B vitamins because vitamins are essential. And so with B vitamins, they are crucial for energy in general. And studies have shown that they are directly regulate the metabolism of the mitochondria. So let me say that again. With the studies, it shows that B vitamins, and that's including all your B vitamins, your B6, your 12, and they are directly regulate the metabolism of the mitochondria. So you should be definitely looking into taking your B vitamins. Magnesium. Magnesium is another important supplement. And so it's very important with your magnesium because it helps with the cellular and the mitochondrial function with the mitochondria. And so you need to make sure that you are taking your magnesium supplements as well, and things that has foods that contain magnesium. And so deficiency of magnesium has been linked with diabetes, osteoporosis, heart disease, and high blood pressure. So that is important, making sure that you have your magnesium. And another one is alpha lipoic acid and acetyl L-carnitine. I hope I said that one right. Studies show that that these supplements reduce oxidative stress as well and will increases ATP production. All right, and so it increases ATP productions, and subjects with heart disease and ongoing studies with the National Institute of Health are looking at the neuroprotective effects and how they improve cognitions in patients with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and dementia. Okay, so those are some important supplements. Not to say that you need to take all of them, right? You don't need to take all of them. Again, it all goes about what specific thing are you dealing with? What specific health issue you are dealing with? But the goal is to take care of the body down to the cellular level, because it's the mitochondria, right? It's the cells themselves. If the cells are damaged and the cells are not healthy, neither is our health. So if we can keep our cells healthy and we do all the things that we need to do that I mentioned as far as your exercise, breathing, and it's a lot to just when you simply just doing the breathing exercises, how it's beneficial to you because you're giving the body oxygen of what it needs. You're giving the body oxygen. Right. And so breathing, taking deep breaths, walks in nature, managing your stress, right? Controlling the things that we can control and forget about the things that's outside of our control. And so you can rebuild your immune system. It takes work. It's not something that you can just take a pill today and you're cured tomorrow. It's an ongoing process of building the immune system, getting your strength back, getting your health back. It can be done, okay? And so we just need to practice taking the mindful steps, the mindful things of what we eat, what we put into our bodies, and making sure that we do the things that are beneficial, that is not harmful to our bodies, okay? And that is all I have for you for now. until next time. Okay? Bye for now. And be sure to get the book if you haven't done so already, as well as the Intentional Living Self-Care Journal. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for listening to Health Coach for Women with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to rate, subscribe, and review on your preferred podcast listening platform. We really appreciate that effort. Until next time.